Paul mentioned the shaking has continued, 2 point something, 2 point here. Shaking continues, but of course, nothing as major as we saw initially. So we do want to check in with Paul once again. Paul.
Yeah, a couple things. One, I'll just go ahead and say it. From everything I've read over the past 30 years, there is no such thing as earthquake weather. There's always weather happening when an earthquake happens, but are they related? The answer is no. There has been no scientific proof whatsoever that there is something called earthquake weather. Another thing I want to point out, a 6 is not a little bit bigger than a 5. A 5 is not a little bit bigger than a 4. You have to think of it differently. The math would say, oh, 5 plus 1, you get a magnitude 6. So, wow, this was a 4.7. It's not that bad. As you increase the magnitude by 1, the amount of energy released goes up by 10. So let's take a 4.7. If we were to have a 5.7, it's not a little bit bigger than a 4.7. It's 10 times stronger. Let's go farther. If we were to have a 6.7 magnitude earthquake, that would be 100 times stronger than what we just had. If we were to have a 7.7 magnitude earthquake, that would be 1,000 times stronger than a magnitude 4.7. So we use these numbers kind of like second grade math. It doesn't work that way. It's a logarithmic or even a little bit more than that. So if we were talking a 6 or a 7, it's not just a little bit more. We're talking hundreds or thousands of times more. The biggest faults, we don't know which fault this specifically was on. And as Dr. Jones had said, it may not be on a fault that we know about. The largest faults in that general area are the Malibu Coast Fault and the Santa Monica Fault. There's also a fault there called the Hollywood Fault. We don't know which one it was on. We know where it was centered. It was centered right off Canaan Road in Malibu. And when we look at the entire state of California, we have a lot of earthquake history going back to the 1850s. So we can make some general statements or averages about how often this happens. California as a state, really big state, drive to Redding, it'll take you a while. California gets about 17 magnitude 4 earthquakes in an average year. As far as I think we've had 3 or 4 of them here in Southern California over the past couple months. And we always need to talk about the chance that this was a foreshock. What does that mean? Small chance, 5% chance that a bigger earthquake is coming. But I always like to highlight that means there is a 95% chance that we are talking about the 4.7 that we just had being the biggest quake. There's Agora Hills. There's the 101, Calabasas. We head into the San Fernando Valley. That's not the bigger. I'm not sure why that just popped up. But right there was the epicenter of the 4.7 magnitude. There have been aftershocks, and I may have pointed right to where one of the spots. One of the aftershocks was a 2.8, but this was a 4.7, happened about 50 minutes ago. And we are talking about numerous aftershocks likely throughout the morning. We've already had 3 of magnitude 2 or greater. Back to you guys.
All right, Paul, thank you for all of that. Of course, we are continuing our coverage this morning on KCAL News Mornings of the earthquake that happened this morning. We want to get out to Officer Ramstead with the CHP. He's located in the West Valley. And what can you tell us this morning, Officer?
Well, obviously, after any type of earthquake or any disaster like this, we need to check our infrastructure, make sure everything is tip-top and working just fine. We do rely heavily on the general public. If they see something, please say something. Call 911 if you think it's an emergency. If there's boulders blocking the road, that could obviously be an emergency. New cracks formed, so we will have our officers check any of the bridges and infrastructures like that. Just do a general look around. Obviously, they're not full-on engineers like the Caltrans workers, but if we see anything that's very obvious that needs to be addressed immediately, then we'll get the proper workers out there. So we'll just do a general check about anything and everything that we can see. Our officers are driving around right now, making sure that there's nothing that stands out that needs to be addressed.
Officer Ramstead, you're with CHP West Valley. Where exactly in the valley are you, and where were you, and what did you feel this morning?
We're just DeSoto, just north of the 101 freeway. We really are right here in the San Fernando Valley. And we felt exactly what everybody else felt, a little bit of roll, a little bit of shaking, trying to figure out what was going on. And then all of our alerts going off. I can hear everybody's phones going off right away. So we knew something was afoot. So automatically our office makes sure everybody gets to a safe location after it all settled down, and we started to get to work.
As someone who's been through this, I'm sure, many times and lots of training when it comes to earthquakes, do you have any advice for anybody as we kind of move through the day and start thinking about the next one?
Well, as we generally say with anything, once something big happens, just stay calm. Try not to make any rash decisions. You don't need to go swerving off the road, careening into the side or anything. Just If you can drive straight, drive straight. If you feel that it's unsafe, things are coming down, move over as soon as you can safely to the right. Don't just grab the wheel to the right as hard as you can. We want you to be safe out there. So just slow down, relax, and once it's all done, then find the location that's safest for you. Get a hold of your family and friends in a proper, safe, responsible manner. And, just if there is an issue, a situation, stay away from that situation. Call 911. We do depend on the public as our eyes and ears of what's going on out there, because our officers might be on the other side, and if we don't know, we don't know until you guys let us know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm curious, Officer Ramstead, we were obviously in studio when this happened. Did you or any of your fellow officers, or are you guys getting any reports of people who felt the shaking as they were on the road driving?
Actually, one of my staff members, when they came in, she didn't feel it. She actually said she saw everything swaying left and right.
Oh my gosh!
With the phone going off, so it sounds like it wasn't too big of a deal for the drivers. But obviously, as you guys were saying a little bit ago, with those earthquakes increasing in frequency and increasing in strength, that when they hit a lot bigger, I'm sure people will be able to feel it a lot more. But it sounds like right now is just watching everything else sway and wondering what was going on.
And actually, I think that will be the reports for many people potentially driving out there, which is also potentially good news when you're talking about having to check those structures and roadways and those types of things, that if people didn't necessarily feel it because of the energy of the car and the roadway and all that plays into it. But, if they did feel it, I think we'd be in a much different situation.
For sure, yeah. I mean, Officer Casey Ramstead with CHP West Valley, we thank you so much for your time, and please keep us updated with any new information you find.
Absolutely. You guys have a great day and be safe out there.
You too. Appreciate it. Appreciate all those officers out there working too. I have to imagine the minute that happens, they have to, immediately get into overdrive, checking on things.
That's right.
Again, another live look at LAX this morning. And the good news is, you see, when it comes to daily life, things are looking good out there. Traffic moving pretty smoothly. You've got a number of planes in the background. You can see taxiing out on the runway. Okay, we want to go ahead and check in with Lynn Schultz, manager of the Malibu Marmalade Cafe in Malibu. We're receiving this information from our producers as we're live on television, so I apologize if we're stopping and starting. But Lynn, I have to imagine you must have been getting ready for the breakfast crowd, or what was going on?
Upstairs doing my morning paperwork as usual. I've always said, because our office is upstairs in a little bit of an older building, I've always said I wouldn't want to be up here in an earthquake, and there I was.
How'd you fare?
It was shaky. It wasn't too extreme. As soon as it was over, of course, I bolted out of there. Nothing damaged down here. The cooks were a little concerned about the equipment, but everything seems fine.
I can imagine. It's so scary because you guys are near the epicenter. Lynn, did you notice any kind of cracks in the building, anything off, things falling off the shelves, anything like that?
Nothing really cracking or falling. However, our next door neighbor, the dry cleaner, she was out front and she was noticing the actual windows of the building, everything shifting. A big concern there, just seeing the entire building kind of shift around.
Yeah, definitely a concern, because obviously the topography of the area can lead to some precarious situations. Right now, what's it like around you? Are folks kind of outside talking amongst each other? What's the mood there in Malibu?
People who are out and about are, of course, acknowledging it and discussing it, kind of standing outside. I haven't had any guests as of yet this morning. Normally, we have a few by now.
Yeah.
So, I know traffic and canyons and concerns, so that's where we're at. But no damage, just a little bit of a shock.
Well, you're located within the Malibu Village Mall, is that right?
Correct.
Yeah, so with the other businesses there, you guys, has anybody seen anything that's of concern? Any cracks, anything?
Not as of yet. I'm not hearing anything yet. It is very early. Most of these businesses don't open until 10 or 11. So,
you're the breakfast place. Everybody else is the late riser.
Right. We're the center of the action here, so yes.
Well, perhaps when, the nerves are settled and everybody, gets back to normal, people will come out to Marmalade Cafe and enjoy some breakfast. You guys do have some great breakfasts out there. So, Lynn Schultz, thank you so much for joining us. And we are certainly glad to hear that you guys are okay and that your business and your surrounding neighbors are okay as well. Lynn, thank you.
Thanks so much. We're ready. Come on down. We'd love to feed you. Thank you.
I'm sure you would. Thank you, Lynn. You're looking at now where the epicenter was, and of course we've been talking about this for much of the morning. 4.7 magnitude quake hit near Malibu. You can see, though, it has impacted much of the area. Hearing from people all over the viewing area of Anaheim, Long Beach, Los Angeles, and San Bernardino. So you've got the Inland Empire all the way to the coast. Did check again. There's no tsunami warnings or watches, which is good news as you hear about the earthquake being the epicenter being in Malibu near the coastline. But we've been checking in with law enforcement, education officials, so many people around the area. You see the airport up and running. This seems to be one of those situations that just puts us in the mode of a good reminder of we need to prepare.
Yes, we do.
There could be a bigger one. 4.7, a relatively small earthquake, initially reported as a 5.1. That's why everyone's phones went off and everyone got the alert. But, as of right now, 4.7.
All right, we're going to check in with Mark Blue at the desk. Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie and Rachel. So continuing to monitor this, the first thing I can tell you is now that LA County fire stations have all checked in with their headquarters and dispatch center. No damage to any LA County fire stations, no injuries at any of them as well. So that is good. I do hear them calling out to battalions, are you ready to return to normal operations? All of them are replying in the affirmative, which means that it sounds like LA County Fire at least might be going back to normal operations already. Now, the next thing I want to show, I've been monitoring the USGS Did You Feel It earthquake shake map, and you can see there are even people self-reporting here in Bakersfield that they felt it. Cathedral City, that's very far, and even San Diego close to the Tijuana border. Now there's one way out here in Arizona. That might be a data error. I find it very hard to believe that they would have felt it down near the border of Arizona, but at least here, even in Santa Barbara, they are feeling it. So this has been felt far and wide across the Southern California region. And then the other thing, Jamie, you had also just mentioned it. I also checked, as you did, the U.S. Tsunami Warning Center, and you can see here very clearly no tsunami warning advisory or threat due to this earthquake. So that's good news for everyone along the West Coast and, of course, across the ocean as well. But we're continuing to monitor this. So far, we have not had any other information about any other damage. As I said, the only thing that we had seen earlier was someone had sent this in. This is from Ranchos Palos Verdes. A colleague in our newsroom has a friend that said that they were sleeping, they woke up, and this crack and then this other crack appeared in their ceiling. So a little bit of damage to a home. Certainly homes in Southern California are used to having cracks, certainly older ones, but this, according to this friend of an employee that works in our newsroom, is brand new in their bedroom from this morning's 7:30 magnitude 4.7 earthquake. I'll keep looking. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Until then, that's it here from the desk. Send it back to you.
They're a renter. I'm calling the landlord. No doubt. What's going on? Thank you, Mark, for that. We have been hearing from people all morning long. I think that's the story when some of these relatively smaller earthquakes happen, right? As everyone jumps in and says, oh, I felt it, I felt it. We've heard from the Pacific Palisades and Woodland Hills. We had a coworker whose clock fell off the wall and broke. I think it's going to be damage like that we potentially see, which is a good reminder to secure all of those picture frames and other objects. I know I'm thinking to myself, we got a couple very nice wine glasses for our wedding that are on a shelf that should probably come down. Are we going to check in with Dr. Raymond Hall from Malibu? Okay, we're going to do that after the break. We have a resident from Malibu calling in who felt the quake this morning. We'll be right back with that.